Hi everyone and welcome. Thanks for joining me today on this training on how to write your elevator pitch in 20 minutes or less. I love simplicity, love efficiency, so let's get started. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Jenny Baker. I'm a successful life coach and business strategist. I've been doing this for 22 years now. I'm a multi-million-dollar producer and I work with Christian businesswomen one-on-one or in a group community. I also host a Christian women's business growth and accountability community. This includes how to make God your business partner, as well as a 90-day action plan to get your business running more efficiently and making more profits. We have fun, we link arms, and we laugh a lot as we do the journey together. So thanks for joining me today. I'm so glad you're here. So how to write your elevator pitch in 20 minutes or less, okay? I'm gonna take you guys on a fun little journey today that I take my clients on. So when we look at an elevator pitch, we think, oh, I can just dive right into this, okay? Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have you step back a minute and we're actually gonna write your About Me page or something similar to that for your website, because we're gonna take that and be efficient with our time. So we're gonna take that About Me page and we're actually gonna create social media posts out of that, as well as your elevator pitch today. So we're gonna do a lot of things in the next 15 to 20 minutes. So hang on, get ready. Also, I do have the link above. You don't have to grab it now, but don't worry about taking notes. You can grab that link, or you can grab that, the guide, the free template. I line it all out for you so you don't have to think about it. You can just insert your own statements, okay? So I'm gonna be reading along today, so forgive me for looking down, but I wanna make sure that I give you guys the exact way to do this. So this is gonna take 20 minutes or less. It's 7 steps, 7 easy steps, okay? So this is called your story spine. This is also like what Disney uses for their like Pixar movies. A lot of companies and corporations have used this. So this is not something new, not something I made up. It's something that I have incorporated into my business and just tweaked it to make it a little more simple. So that way when we do one thing, by using your story spine, we can use it in social media posts, we can use it in your elevator pitch, and we can use it for a lot of other different things. And you'll see as we go along. So I'm gonna explain to you, I'm gonna use myself as an example so that way you can relate to me. So I'm gonna walk you through these 7 steps. So in the 7 steps, I'm gonna go like this when I'm talking about that step. And then I'm gonna go right into the example afterward, okay? You'll understand as we walk along. And then when you download that guide, you'll get it as well. So you might wanna go back and hit replay on this after you have the actual guide in front of you. So let's start. So you're gonna start with number 1. Number 1, we're going to take the words once upon a time. So once upon a time, and then you're going to insert your own, for instance, like once upon a time, and I'm gonna read you mine so you can kind of understand what we're doing here. So once upon a time, when a lot of businesses were struggling to stay afloat, I was hired by an investment firm to help 326 businesses pivot to try to stay afloat during that time, okay? Now, step number 2, and every day. So we just literally, we're creating an ad copy here. So first one was once upon a time. Next we go into and every day. So and every day, now I'm gonna use my example. I got to help hopeless business owners see outside of the box ideas to expand into new niches and discover new creative ways to do business and create income. Okay, so you're gonna add your own statement in that area. So number 3, until one day, and then you're gonna kind of like hit your aha moment, like something that was pivotal for you, or like that's gonna make it come alive for your clients to understand. So until one day, now I'm gonna use my example, I kept hearing these business owners say, I feel so alone at the top. I wish I could share the journey with others and we could help each other grow our businesses, okay? Next step, because of that. So now you're gonna add your statements into because of that. Because of that, I, Jenny, helped connect business owners to each other so they could collaborate and help each other grow and succeed, okay? See what a powerful statement you're making here? So we wanna just add our own power statements in that area. So step number 5. So, and because of that, I saw people truly desiring to share the journey with each other. They felt a sense of camaraderie as they lifted each other up and cheered each other on. I saw transparent, lifelong friendships begin to emerge as they shared the journey of their struggles and wins. Okay, and then we go to the next statement, we say, or the next transitional piece, it says, until finally, and now you're going to add your statement like I did mine, until finally, one day I woke up and said, the world needs a safe, cozy space where business women feel heard and their talents are seen and appreciated. So, Christian Business Women's Community was birthed. Now, this is my story, so you get to add your own story in there. So, and then I go on to talk about that a little bit and expand on it. So this is what I want you to do, is expand a little bit more to like gravitate or get your audience to engage and say, oh, that's definitely me. So I added that power statement in this step number 6. So I also put, it's a place where Christian business women share their wins and challenges as they receive business growth resources and accountability on their journey towards success. Okay. So I incorporated what I do, who I serve, and what I do, as well as how I'm helping them, okay? And then step number 7, this is our final, like, transitional statement. It says, and ever since then, and here's mine, ever since then, women have been linking arms, empowering each other, and growing their businesses in this fun, small, exclusive community. Oh, I forgot to mention the most important of all. We also laugh a lot as we enjoy the journey. So I made it personal. So you want to make this personal to you when you're creating that about page. Okay, now we're going to take that and, like I say, just do a complete brain dump when you do that. Just run through it. You don't have to have it perfect, okay? We like done better than perfect, and this is going to be fluid. So you're constantly going to be coming back and tweaking this. So just be okay with what comes out on the first draft, okay? So just brain dump it, just connect with the emotion and walk through this story spine, this journey, okay? And explain what you do for people or your product or service does, okay? And then what I have my clients do is I have them print it out, okay? Because I want more visual. I want them to grab a highlighter or a pen, and then to transition this from your About Me page into your elevator pitch. Okay, here's where the jump comes. And it makes creating an elevator pitch so much easier when you have all of this information, okay? And like I said before, we can also reformat this and put it into social media posts. We can make reels out of it. We can do stories out of it, all different social media marketing things as well. So, how we're going to create our elevator pitch from this information. Great question, right? Okay, print it out. I have my clients print it out. And then what I have you do is I have you go through and I have you feel what resonates with you. What are those powerful words? What are those powerful statements that you want your person to know? Okay, the person in the elevator next to you, right? What do you want them to know? And so when we're talking about an elevator pitch, we talk about 3 things. We talk about how do I help someone, okay? Like, who do I help, basically? And then you say, I help, like, who is it that you help? Do you help moms? Do you help businesswomen? Do you help accountants? Do you help, who is your industry and your niche that you help? So who is it that you help? Because we're going to talk about that in our elevator pitch. The next thing we're going to talk about is how do you help them? Okay. What do? Do you give them resources? Do you provide training? Do you provide an accountability group? What is it that you give them to help serve them? And then the third thing, we want to talk about the results that they're gaining from your services, your product, or your group, depending upon what you're advertising here. And so 3 things we want to talk about, like I said, who are you serving? How are you serving them? And what is the pain point, or what is the result that they're getting? How are you combating that pain point for them? What is their end result when they work for you? Because that's going to be super intriguing. Okay, so you have heard my About Me page. So now I'm going to make it personal, and I'm going to show you how I transitioned how I went through, if you can see this, but I went through and I highlighted some of these to show you guys exactly how I do this. So I went through, highlighted, and circled things. And then what I did was I created that power statement, that elevator pitch, and here's what it looks like. I wrote, I help Christian businesswomen to feel connected, supported, and empowered as I help them achieve their goals and growth in their business in a safe, cozy online community. Short and sweet, right? So I hit all of those high points. I made it super fast. So when I'm talking to someone in the elevator, when I meet someone at a networking group, when I'm out to dinner with friends and we meet someone else along the way and they say, oh, what do you do? And I can be like, boom, boom, boom. So with an elevator pitch, what I like to do, this is just me personally, but what I like to do is I like to recite it in front of a camera over and over and over and over. So I like video myself constantly when I was building my my elevator pitch, and they're fluid. My elevator pitch changes a lot sometimes, okay, because I'm like, ooh, I added something new, or oh, I don't want to do that anymore, and so I take off the resources or I take off the accountability, but now I'm adding a different training. And so your elevator pitch is constantly going to ebb and flow with your business, I'm assuming, because that's usually what happens. What I've seen over the last 22 years with people is we all grow and develop, and so do our businesses with us. So don't worry about having perfection in this. Don't worry about it sounding amazing the first time, okay? So like I said, what I like to do is put myself on a video, because then I can see myself. I can put some animation into it. I can smile when I say it. And then what I do is I just keep the video rolling. I don't stop it. I just keep it rolling and rolling until I feel confident with what I'm saying. And so I might have to like, oh, stop, hold on. I'm going to change a word there. That doesn't sound right. Or, oh, that doesn't resonate with me. I need to like kind of go back to the drawing board. Let's change that statement. Let's change those couple of words. So I just continuously do it until I figure out my elevator speech. So, okay, so then we were going to talk about how else we can use this information, right? So this information is a gold mine, right? Once you do this quick brain dump, like I said, it took me about 15 to 20 minutes. On average, it takes my clients between 15 and 20 minutes to write the story spine out, to do their About Me page. Now, mind you, we go back and we tweak it constantly because things change. But when you have that, you have got so much information that you can pull from. That's great copy. So you could talk about, you could dive in a little deeper and create a story on your Facebook page or on LinkedIn and talk about how do you hit those pain points? How do you resolve those pain points? How are you helping those people? And you can say, well, you know, like in there was in those first bunch of steps when you're talking about how you had the realization or how the product came to be or how the service or the group came to be, you can use that in your storyline and you can say, this is why I'm passionate about what I'm passionate about. And that way then it's going to connect, because when you're writing this, I don't know if you realize this or not, but you're going to when you do it, a lot of emotion comes out in this. A lot of your passion is going to come out in that, and it's going to become very clear to you why you do what you do and why you love doing what you love doing. So, ladies, thank you so much for allowing me to share this information with you. Like I said, the downloadable link is above, so go ahead and download that. What else? Let me see. Yeah, just once again, reiterate, there is no such thing as perfection. This is definitely a fluid exercise. The words are fluid. You're going to be changing things constantly. So don't be so rigid about it has to be perfect, because nothing's perfect, right? So I just want to say, enjoy your day. And I've had such a great time training you, teaching you, explaining to you how to make life a little bit more efficient. Awesome. Well, I will put the link below as well. Thank you, Kim, for telling me that. So have a great rest of the day and a great weekend. Bye for now.